Hey there, guys. Welcome to another episode of Three Toe Customs. I'm your host, Three Toe Joe. If you didn't know, well, now you know. So, welcome to our very first episode for our build for our RZR 1000 XP, the Black Cobra. That's right, 2022 RZR 1000 XP build is beginning here. The very first piece we're going to be putting in is probably one of the most vital pieces of any side-by-side. If they don't come with a winch stock, that's probably one of the first things you want to look into. Unless you never plan on going anything nasty and you only ride in, I don't know, hard packed trails and on the road, I guess. But around here, every once in a while, you know, it doesn't happen often. But like I say, every once in a while, you run into a situation where you definitely need a winch. 100%, 100%. So what we're going to be adding onto our RZR 1000 XP here is, I believe, the perfect winch for our theme here, the Black Cobra, is the Super ATV Black Ops Series winch. That's right, the 4,500 pound Black Ops Series winch from Super ATV. Basically, I didn't spend no money on this. Well, I did spend money on this, but that was back when we had our RZR 900. And basically, before I brought it in for a trade-in, I removed this from the 900. I mean, pretty smart, don't you think? No way I was going to send my 1000 XP on a trade-in with a $500 plus winch. You know, if you're living in Canada, these winches here run you upwards of $500. Pretty high quality winch from what I can tell. I don't see too many issues with these. They seem to last pretty well, and I use it on my 900 XP. You guys seen some videos maybe if you're already subscribed to the channel. If not, I'll leave a link up here to show you guys a little bit of the stuff there that I pulled myself out with, just as an example for how strong these winches are. There was one day I was stuck in the field in some real deep snow across the street from my old place. So in order to get myself out, what I did was I took my my half-ton Ford F-150 and I parked it on the side of the road and I hooked the winch to my truck. Well, I was so stuck that basically this winch was dragging my truck on the pave on the road. Like it was unreal. Finally, I was able to get myself out, but I was quite impressed with how strong this winch was. You know what I mean? Like, literally had it hooked to my truck thinking, oh, this is going to pull out my side-by-side, no problem at all. And it was literally dragging my truck down the road. And the 2005 F-150, it's a heavy pig. I mean, it's a heavy truck. So I got lots of faith in this winch that she's going to pull me out of anything that I need. And as far as my winch mounting plate, as you guys might have seen here, I'll leave links up to the videos of the winch install for my that I did on my RZR 900 XS. Basically going to be pretty close, and also a link to the winch plate that I got, the KFI winch mount. From my research, the winch mount from the RZR 900S, 1000S should be the exact same as the 1000 XP, so we should be able to just bolt this all up into our machine here and be ready to go winching. The only thing that's going to be a little bit different from this video is basically I'm not going to be hooking up directly to the battery, because the 1000 XP, I'll show you guys in a minute here, already has a spot under the hood to hook a winch into, which is nice. A lot shorter wires, so I think that the power would be, you know, a hair more direct, right? So here we go. Not sitting around. It's time to get some work done. so first things first, Torx bit on my impact gun. Get this little piece off, so start getting some things out of our way here so we can mount our fairly simple, I believe. Looks like there's only 2 bolts holding this on. I might be wrong, but that's what it looks like. More to it than that. Doesn't really look like. Oh, there we go. Little piece, basically. Pull off the bottom, push it up. It's off, no problem. Man, I need to give this RZR a bath. Just bad timing when we're moving, getting ready to move. The weather just got too cold to wash it outside, so maybe once everything freezes up out there, I'll take her for a ride to the car wash and we'll give her a wash in there. All right, so here's a lesson learned from my mistakes: is maybe put your fair lead on last. Seems that with the fair lead on, it's kind of a little bit in my way here to get at my bolts to put my winch mount plate on properly. So looks like we're gonna have to take the fair lead back off, and then we'll have to put it back on after, which no big deal. It only takes a few seconds to get her done, so might as well just get her done. All right, so a little update where we're at here. Basically, we had to take the whole front fascia off, which really only took me maybe a minute at the most. The bolts come out really fast, and it's just super quick to take that off, so just super easy to get that out of the way. So we got our winch mounting plate in there, all good to go. 4 bolts, don't take too long to get at that, not too overly complicated. Like I said, if you guys want a more detailed installation, I'll leave a link up top there for the RZR 900S. When I put it on there, it's basically the same thing. Same thing here, 4 bolts. You access these ones. I kind of held the nut on with the tip of my fingers behind there. And these 2 are really accessible easily from up there. So there we go. That's all there. So all we got left to do now is get our winch mounted up to that plate. Get our hook on. Get our giant, what do they call this, a solenoid switch or something like that. Get that mounted in there somewhere, get everything wired up, and we're good to go. Nice, so let's get to her. We're almost done. All right, so it's time to get our winch in here. Let's see how easy this is going to be. On my 900, I was able to get my winch in without removing my shock. But I'm not 100% sure that'll be the case on my 1000 XP here. So let's just get these wires tucked out of the way onto the other side. And we'll slowly start making our way in, and look at that. Tons of room, tons of room. Nice. Let's get this guy all up in here. Yeah, there you go. Nice, quick and easy. Love it. Love it. Alright, so get our cable passed in here so it's out of the way. There we go. That's there. Might have to unlock our winch and try to up some of this cable. Alright, so let's get that ready. There, now it's just time to get this winch bolted up, which ain't too much of a process. No need for you guys to be bored by that part, but just wanted to see you guys to see how easy it is to get these winches in here. It's actually not too bad at all. So we're going to go ahead and get that bolted up, and then we'll start wiring everything up, putting everything back together, and we'll be good to go. Sweet. All right, so something I just wanted to show you guys real quick that I noticed basically is when they put these headlights together. If you check this, and look how loose that is. That's just tons and tons of play. Like, these springs aren't even compressed. I mean, when they put this together at the dealership, at the factory, I should say, they really did a shitty job. So, I mean, you can just imagine when you're riding that your lights are just bouncing around like that. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to tighten these down a little bit. Make these a little tighter, sit into the recessed area a little better, and we'll get our front fascia put back on. All right, so as you guys can tell, I got my front fascia all reinstalled. Everything's good to go. The winch is installed, bolted down. The plates, everything's nice and tight. The only thing left to do is wire everything up, and then we're good to go at our hook here. So because this theme here is the Black Cobra, what's actually pretty nice is the Super ATV winch strap here is red, which is perfect, really gonna blend into my build really good here. You guys will see this unfold as I go, but I just want to show you guys what I did here. So basically I cut a slit into the tip to mimic a snake's tongue, because well, this wouldn't be Three Toe Customs if I didn't customize something, right? Can't be all just bolt on parts and call it custom, because that ain't really customizing. So, you know, to stay with the theme of the build, I thought this would be a pretty cool idea. And basically, I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the butt, but my strap is wet, so tomorrow, hopefully it dries out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn the edges here of the threads, so hopefully the threads don't all come undone on me. But if they do, you know, hey, whatever. I can always replace this and just get another one and not cut it. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my hook installed here tonight, and maybe my bump stopper. And it's getting pretty late because, well, it does take a lot of time to get these videos filmed. Pretty much tonight I had to find so many of my tools because everything was still packed. So I unpacked probably about 3 bins and boxes worth of stuff and kind of found places for everything. So it did take a lot of time. But tomorrow we'll come back. We'll finish wiring this up. All right, so here we go. Winch is all installed, ready to roll. Everything seems to be working all right except for the main switch there, the wired switch. I noticed that it doesn't bring the line back in, so there's probably a problem with the switch. I might have to replace that down the road, but for now I got this wireless remote here, and everything seems to be working good on that, so we're good to go. We got a winch we can use. We can go out, ride, feel safe that if we get stuck, we'll have a way to pull ourselves out even though we're all by ourselves. Awesome. All right, so I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. Like I said earlier, this video wasn't meant to be a full-on how-to video on how to install this winch. I already done that on my RZR 900S, so you guys can go check that video out there up in the corner if you want to see how the install goes on these. But it's pretty basic. I mean, like I said, the winch plate and the fairlead mount, they same part number, same part as the RZR 900S, 1000S. So that was nice that I already had those parts to throw on here. It didn't cost me any extra money because I already purchased them when I had my 900S. But if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, smash those notification button, the like button, all that good stuff. Drop a comment down below if there's anything you want to see in the future. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up here. I'm just waiting for stuff in the mail. I got a couple little things that I can still do, like throwing some rock lights and stuff like that. But as you guys can see with this picture right here, this is the theme we're going for with the Black Cobra, so black and reddish kind of theme. Not going to overdo the red too much because I don't want to make it too corny, you know what I'm saying? We're not going for Fast and the Furious here. We're just going for Furious. Alright guys, so you guys keep the shiny side up, all four on the floor, and we'll catch you on the flip side.